Alright, weather guys, got another day wrong. Oh, stupid lawnmower guys. Outrageously loud, obnoxious. They really have destroyed the quality of life. Them and the deer. It just really is. Fuck. Anyway. I mean, really, all that noise. Come on. Lawnmowers are never that loud. Anyway. Where was I? Oh, video. That's right. Video presentation. So anyway, just a kind of a general video, I guess, and generally on a couple of different people and what they're doing and saying. So Conference Report made a couple of weird videos, I don't know. But he's just doing this general, like there's some sort of value to, it's almost like Professor Anton style videos or something. We're supposed to take religion seriously. Maybe he's just patronizing some religious kook, I don't know. But there's a few of that in the comments section too. If I think, there's a few of these people that sort of outed themselves, Twit from Uranus, a few others. And it's basically religious kooks. But anyway, Satanists even. I mean, just like, what the fuck? I'm not going to be talking to a Satanist. Fuck off, you lunatics. So anyway, yeah, it's like we're supposed to take the Bible seriously. Like the stories are seriously great or interesting or somehow meaningful. They're all idiotic stories. The prodigal son, stupid story. They're all based on stupid ethics. They're all incredibly chauvinistic. There's no great woman stories in the Bible. Well, maybe a couple, but very few. And they're stupid. The values are stupid. It's like the first son is somehow more important. It's all kinds of idiotic notions in the Bible. There's no value in any of this shit. And certainly we could have figured out do unto others as you'd have others do unto you without the Bible. We don't need Jeeves to deliver that good news. It's a bag of shit. A preposterous bag of shit. I mean, the noise to signal ratio is like 1,000,000 to 1. The paragraphs that have any kind of meaning. Just rubbish. And he's doing it in this way where he was mocking the idea that you would make this real comparison between Santa Claus and the Easter rabbit in the Bible. You might as well. Come on. You might as well just compare it to the Flintstones. The Flintstones had more value than the Bible. So, God, it's just pathetic. So anyway, enough of that crap. Then there's, To Be Serious is commenting in these threads, and she's sort of like well, we all have to lighten up as we torture the animals and nature, and some of the people get killed here. Well, that's just too bad, because we all have to lighten up. Some kind of shit like that. And she's got all kinds of non-effective solutions. We all just need to, have a happy feeling, and everything will be okay. Yeah, a happy feeling will do it. Whatever. Whatever. Cliche, I'd say. I guess that's why there aren't too many great woman stories in the Bible. Pathetic. Anyway. So, and then there's Luddite Returns, who just made a preposterously convoluted... I mean, his videos are just nonsensical. He's talking about how somebody's monstrous for torturing one child to perpetuate the existence of the human race. And he takes no account of the fact that, well, I've already said it in video. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. His thought experiments are all over the map. And none of them have anything to do with anything called practical, actual outcomes. Yeah. So he even said in the comments section, which was sort of interesting because he was arguing with somebody, I guess, about the fact that they're sort of red buttonish. They don't want to slowly have the human race winnow itself out. They would rather just red button it all. Well, anyway, and he's like, well, if you killed me in my sleep, could it be said that there is no harm? How preposterous would that be? In the sense that somehow there's a harm if he's not around to notice it. Of sure, so we would concede that everybody who knew him or had there was a complete replacement for all the people that might have been harmed by his absence. but just his disappearance itself, he considers a harm. And that logic, opens the door to, well, then you have to appreciate the harm of all the people we're not giving birth to that could have a life here. Because they're all being harmed by not being here. So you'd almost have an obligation to force every woman to preserve every egg and to make sure it gets conceived into a new human being because it's being harmed by being denied its life. I mean, it's just idiotic. But again, there's no practical obligation to stay grounded in anything called the truth. Again, I'll argue references to evolution and all that shit are abolished by these people. They don't acknowledge the core function of the biology, come anywhere close to getting the story of life right. Which brings me to the modern mystic. So, on the free will video, I guess he doesn't really want to participate by making a video. So anyway, he commented. And I could see sort of where he's going with this, because I made a reference to, I don't remember making it, but something about babies came up in the video. So she challenged me on a couple of these things, like, the extent of, I think the argument is that he would argue that the ignorant aren't more free. Okay? And of course they're not in practice. Everything has pointed out in James's video that I've pointed out in the past, there is no probability, there's inevitability. But everything's got to be seen in the context that we know that there are statistical possibilities. The doors are open by the fact of a circumstance. And obviously, intelligence narrows possible function. The more you know, doors are closed in terms of your potential behavior. And some are opened because you're clever enough to open them. But on balance, I guess I would argue that many more doors are closed as to how you can behave than opened. Your behavior gets narrower and narrower, just as a boxing match gets more and more predictable, the more weapons you take out of the realm of possibility. I mean, if you limit the two guys to leather gloves, or pigskin, whatever the fuck it is, that's it. There's a lot less range of possibility than if you let them have brass knuckles and knives and swords and guns. So that's just the point I was making. Now his counter argument is some sort of, well, the stupid can't help but be stupid. And I'm not arguing that the stupid can't help but behave stupidly. I'm just arguing that stupidity has a larger range of potential action. I'm not saying that the individual stupid person isn't, denied choice. Of course they're denied choice. Well, anyway, this is something I should say for the second round of the free will videos. The point I guess I was making is, so I'm anyway just having this little comment to banter about the will of babies, which I think was a stupid concept anyway. But with the knowledge that the modern mystic is sort of he's bigger on this nature than the nurture thing, where I'm much bigger on the nurture thing than the nature thing. At least he seems to. We were in agreement years ago that it was, 70% nurture and 30% nature or whatever. But maybe things have changed. So anyway, but he ends with this last comment where he just made some kind of snarkyism. Used to be that you were about the truth, and now you're just, bending something or other to fit the efilist narrative. And, you're just like, what the fuck is that? Where did that come from? And fine, go ahead and make the accusation, but put some kind of balls on it. Again, another unquoted accusation. The very fact that I have to have a conversation about undoing the mess that other people are making and how I would undo it. And somehow I'm the draconian janitor come to clean town. It's just such a joke. They have free right to factually create the harm, and then they're going to judge me for doing what I can to clean it up. I mean, quite amazing. The irresponsibility built into these assholes, especially in the context of where all they're really required to say is, yeah, well, we shouldn't be subsidizing this behavior, and we should be discouraging recklessness at all the time, ever, hard. Nobody should ever recklessly have children. I mean, if you can't come up with a really hard, solid reason, you got no business fucking with this mess. Damn. So, I mean, that's the duplicity that surrounds me. And the modern mystic comes to me and tells me that I'm the one bending reality to suit my purpose. Quite amazing. Yeah, really. It just points out how difficult this communication with the assholes of Earth is. And they are colossal motherfucking cunt assholes. I mean, shit. Can't stay on the goddamn subject ever. And all they got is a handful of wild cards and Hitler cards. That's all they can throw. Ambiguous God card. You're Hitler, you're Hitler, you're Hitler. Ambiguous God card. You're Hitler, you're Hitler. I mean, that's all they're doing. They can't deal anything else. Absolute distracting mush where words like guilt don't mean anything anymore. Empathy doesn't mean anything anymore because they totally redefined it. Now we're supposed to somehow feel the pain of potato chip eaters, or somehow feel the glory of eating the potato chip. And somehow if I empathize with potato chip eaters, it'll all make sense. Yeah, cancer now makes sense. Yeah, it's all worth it. Fuck. Yeah, it's pathetic. Pathetic. Planet of the pathetic weasels who call themselves human. Yeah, humus. That's what they are. Talking humus. Fucking, they've gone through the fucking oral canal so many times. They got shit for brains. So anyway. Yeah, just disappointing. But keep myself focused on this, where I'm going, and I just can't be bothered paying attention to these yammer-yammers. Yeah, these do-nothingers, say-nothingers, think-nothingers, whatever. These gutless wonders, too, can't show up to the game. Can't really put up anything. You know, I gotta waste my time trying to analyze the nature of a baby's will. You can't even tell me what a baby is. What's a baby? 6 months old, a year old? When does it stop being a baby? Yeah. And the fact that it's in perpetual transition from the moment of birth, rather accelerated mutation. You know, to use one word to describe the many little wigglies that a baby is, seems kind of silly. So anyway, what we know a baby is a I want machine and not much else. It certainly doesn't have any preferences yet, not any strong ones, and our prejudices. It's got to learn that crap. We know that much. It's got to be raised by some baboons to become a full-fledged baboon. Be embraced by a culture that just keeps lying to itself. Fuck. Fuck. Anyway, till the next time. and such. Ugh. I think I'll just do physics videos for a while or something. Or write, or find something else to do. Just thought maybe I'll just do the round table style videos and work on getting those more and more refined. Probably be a good idea to do 2 subjects at once. Keep things moving. If we had more players, it would help, but time will tell. Anyway, now till next time. Busy day.